Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-Day Fiancé, I've changed my mind. I don't think Jasmine Pineda should remain in the US. She needs to return to Panama immediately. I can provide Jasmine Pineda from 90-Day, the last resort with more reasons to return to Panama than to stay in the United States. I was initially excited about watching Jasmine's story with Gino Palazzolo unfold because I believed that she genuinely loved him. However, I was surprised by her jealous behavior and aggressive attitude. I was embarrassed for Gino when Jasmine falsely claimed that she had intimate contact with her ex-boyfriend. Despite this, I was glad to see the couple get married in June 2023, hoping that living together would eventually help resolve their trust issue. However, I was mistaken because Jasmine and Gino's issues only worsened after getting married. Gino shied away from intimacy while Jasmine publicly emasculated him in front of his loved ones, followers, and co-stars. I see that Jasmine and Gino are currently starring in 90-Day, The Last Resort Season 2, still grappling with the same problems they faced a year ago. I hold Gino accountable for failing to be intimate with Jasmine and try to reignite their lost spark. Yet, I can't trust Jasmine's willingness to salvage their marriage, given her decision to introduce an open relationship into their lives. I predict that although Jasmine and Gino may recommit to each other during the 90-Day Fiancé spin-off, they'll eventually break up. Therefore, there is no reason for Jasmine to remain in the United States, away from her family, especially her sons, JC and Juance. I remember how devastated she was when she told her sons she was moving to America and hoped to be reunited with them soon. Now that her marriage to Gino is almost over, she should book the first flight to Panama to finally give her sons the mother they have been yearning for since 2023. Don't misunderstand me. I believe Jasmine loves her children and wants to be with them, eagerly awaiting the approval of their visas. However, she shouldn't wait any longer because I fear she may end up in a situation similar to Larissa Lima from 90-Day Fiancé Season 6. Larissa hadn't been able to see her children for years as she became so caught up in her new life in America that she was unable to visit them in Brazil. I don't want Jasmine to follow in Larissa's footsteps and miss the opportunity to be with her sons during their childhood. She was also very empathetic to her co-star, Michael Isles and me, who was accused of using Angela Deem to immigrate to the United States. I believe Jasmine liked Gino, but her sights were set on the American dream. As per a video by Reality.Mess, she became annoyed when asked to return to Panama because she desires success in America. Rumors have circulated that she's currently in a relationship with a new American man, Matt Brownies, and appears to be expecting a child with him, potentially for immigration purposes. She is working to save money for their visas, but I'm skeptical of this plan as their visas haven't yet been approved. In my opinion, Jasmine should consider returning to Panama and actively participating in her sons' childhoods. As a popular reality TV star, she can capitalize on her fame to earn money in Panama. Jasmine has over 300,000 followers on Instagram and many fans who book her cameo videos. Due to her increasing popularity, I believe she could easily earn money in Panama while living with her children. However, if Jasmine doesn't choose to move back to her home country soon, it may be harder for her to leave America, as she would be establishing a new life here. The 90-Day, The Last Resort star hasn't provided any updates on her son's visa status, but I hope it's approved soon because she doesn't want to move back. 90-Day Fiancé, I've changed my mind. I don't think Jasmine Pineda should remain in the US. She needs to return to Panama immediately. The 90-Day Fiancé franchise has been filled with endless drama, complex relationships, and plenty of twists and turns. Among the many couples that have captured our attention, one of the most memorable has been the controversial relationship between Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo. Initially, it seemed that Jasmine might be the perfect match for Gino, but over time, their dynamic has become increasingly contentious, leaving many viewers questioning whether she truly belongs in the US at all. At first glance, Jasmine's story seemed like the typical tale of an international romance. She is a Panamanian woman who met Gino, a man from Michigan, online. They quickly developed a strong connection, and Jasmine made her way to the United States for a relationship that was supposed to be full of promise. However, as the show has unfolded, Jasmine's actions, attitudes, and even her interactions with Gino have raised red flags about her compatibility with life in the US and whether she even has genuine intentions for the future. One of the most compelling reasons why Jasmine Pineda should return to Panama is her frequent manipulation of Gino. From the outset, Jasmine has exhibited behavior that many viewers have found troubling. She often criticizes Gino, belittles him, and creates drama over trivial matters. While Gino has his own set of flaws, including his awkwardness and lack of confidence, Jasmine's over-the-top emotional reactions seem designed to push him into a corner, often using guilt to manipulate him into doing things for her. This sort of behavior not only harms their relationship but raises concerns about whether she is truly invested in Gino, or if she is simply using him as a means to secure a better life in the US. Another point that makes Jasmine's stay in the US questionable is her disdain for Gino's lifestyle and environment. In numerous episodes, Jasmine has expressed her discontent with Gino's living conditions, his friends, and even his family. She often criticizes the small town where Gino lives, making her dissatisfaction evident in front of him and the camera. This attitude is not only ungrateful, but it also suggests that Jasmine might not truly appreciate the sacrifices Gino is making for her. Rather than working together to make their lives better, she seems more interested in highlighting everything that's wrong with Gino's world. Her lack of willingness to adapt to his environment or make compromises suggests that her presence in the US may not be for love, but rather convenience. It feels more like a means to an end, one that may not be rooted in mutual respect. Jasmine's relationship with Gino also appears to be riddled with contradictions that cast doubt on her true intentions. Throughout the show, she has made conflicting statements about her plans for the future. She has expressed an interest in moving to the US permanently, yet she seems unwilling to accept certain aspects of American life. She is often seen complaining about the cultural differences between Panama and the US, and while cultural adjustments are certainly a part of any international relationship, Jasmine's repeated complaints seem to indicate that she isn't as open-minded or adaptable as one might expect. This resistance to change makes it clear that she might not be as ready for a long-term life in the US as she initially led Gino to believe. Furthermore, Jasmine has a history of conflict with Gino's ex-girlfriends and even seems to enjoy the drama. Her possessiveness and insecurity often result in blow-ups over Gino's past relationships. Instead of recognizing that Gino's past is just that his past, Jasmine seems to use it as a tool for creating tension in their relationship. This type of behavior is not only toxic, but it also demonstrates that Jasmine has trouble moving past insecurities and embracing a healthier, more trusting relationship. She is more concerned with controlling Gino's actions and creating jealousy, rather than building a strong foundation of trust. Beyond the emotional manipulation and the constant criticisms, there is the issue of Jasmine's financial motivations. Throughout the show, Jasmine has been vocal about her need for money, often hinting at the idea that she is willing to do whatever it takes to make sure she is financially secure. Whether it's asking for Gino's help with personal expenses or pushing him to buy her gifts and lavish treats, Jasmine's dependence on him seems excessive and selfish. While financial support is a common theme in many international relationships, the nature of Jasmine's requests appears more transactional than genuinely loving. It's hard to ignore the possibility that she is using Gino's wealth to secure a life of comfort in the US, all while putting on the facade of a loving, committed partner. Jasmine also frequently exhibits a lack of respect for Gino's boundaries and personal space. From the beginning, she has made it clear that she has a strong opinion on what she expects from him, but she rarely listens to his needs or desires in return. This one-sided dynamic makes it feel like Jasmine is more focused on imposing her will on Gino than on creating a balanced, healthy relationship. Her constant criticism of him for not meeting her expectations can be seen as emotional abuse, as she seldom acknowledges his good qualities or the compromises he makes for her. Given these factors, it's clear that Jasmine Pineda's behavior has reached a point where it's no longer fair to her partner or to the viewers to continue the narrative of her staying in the US for the sake of a relationship. If Jasmine's actions are any indication, she may not be emotionally invested in Gino or his life in the US. The more we see her exhibit controlling, manipulative, and entitled behavior, the more it becomes evident that her presence in America is not for the right reasons. Perhaps it's time for Jasmine to take a step back and reassess her life, her intentions, and her relationship with Gino. If she truly wants to make it work with him, she needs to show more respect for him, his life, and his decisions. She needs to demonstrate that she can adapt and compromise, rather than constantly demanding that he change to fit her needs. Until she does this, it may be best for her to return to Panama and take the time to reflect on what she really wants out of her relationships and life in general. Sometimes, the healthiest thing for both partners is a clean break, and in this case, a return to Panama might just be the best option for Jasmine. It might allow both her and Gino the space they need to grow and reassess whether they are truly meant to be together.